Hey, welcome. So for this video, I'm mostly going to be comparing the Glossier Boy Brow with the Benefit Gimme Brow, but I also might want to throw in my 2 cents on other brow products that I've tried while I was on my brow gel finding journey. I used to be really all about the brow pencil life. I guess I was also like still following the trends of the time, but this year I've really pivoted more towards basing my brow routine around a brow gel instead, and kind of having a more fluffy look to my brows. And I think a lot of that was after trying the Glossier Boy Brow for the first time. I was really impressed by how all-in-one this product was for me. So a long time ago, like a few years ago, even before brow gels were as popular as they are now, I had tried the Benefit Gimme Brow in their old packaging, old formula, and this was when I was like really new to makeup. And at that time, this product was like pretty similar, I think, to how it is now, or that old version was pretty similar to how it is now. I recently got this like this year as well. It is a super natural and easy to work with brow gel. It really doesn't deposit too much color. It doesn't really add too much volume. It doesn't really like do that much to hold, but it adds like just a little bit to make your brows look more perfected, more brushed through, and a little bit more tinted. And it was really easy to work with when I was like, say, in high school and intimidated by brow products. Before I had even like started really filling in my brows, I had just the old version of this, and it was really great for that at the time. After, when I wanted more pigment, I kind of forgot about this brow gel for a while. It was also, I think that first bottle was gifted to me and it felt too out of my price range for a long time. And I was really just like going through drugstore brow pencils, and that was good enough for me. I think when Glossier Boy Brow launched, it really changed the game for like the fluffy brow trend, and suddenly there were brow gels everywhere. And I had tried a couple different dupe products hoping to, I don't know, I just like put off buying Glossier for a long time because it was just like on a separate retailer. I got most of my makeup either like in person from the drugstore or Sephora at the time. I don't know, no good explanation really. But I remember I had tried like the Essence Brow Gel, which a lot of people said was a dupe for this. I disagree. The Essence Brow Gel was kind of messy and hard for me to apply precisely. And to give you some context, my brows are quite sparse, and while they are black, they are not very pigmented on their own at all. And my skin is kind of on the fairer side, so I guess like the contrast between like my wispy little black eyebrows and my skin makes it so that there's just like a lot of skin peeking through. So if I have a brow gel that's like fussy to work with and it's like clumps on too thick, it'll be really dramatic and noticeable. Or if it's one that kind of like smudges on the skin around it, since my hairs are so like piddly, it's really noticeable when the product is smudged all on my skin. So yeah, for me, I had gone through a couple of like Asian brow gels, which were weird because a lot of them were weirdly warm toned, because I think it was the trend at the time to kind of have like eyebrows that might match bleached hair. Anyways, that's a whole nother thing. But mostly I had tried like a few Asian brow gels, the Essence Brow Gel and the Milk Kush Brow Gel, the tinted version. They all came out with like these small wands, so I thought, yeah, small wands, that's gonna be great for me, perfect. But the formula would be like too liquidy, too chunky, not smooth enough to work with, and it would just be like a mess on my brows. Sometimes I would like try to put it on, but then end up spending more time trying to like wipe away the smudges with a Q-tip. And I kind of put off brow gels for a while and gave up. Then one day I ordered some Glossier, picked this up because I felt like I had to, and it's amazing. It deposits like just the perfect amount of color and oomph. It feels like a good mascara for my brows. It'll give it a little fluff, it'll give it a little volume, give it extra like color and definition, and it will also be really easy to work with. It doesn't really smear on my skin. I can like, even if I clump it up a little, I can easily pass the brush through to work out those clumps instead of as I like go over the clumps with other worse brow gels I've tried, it would exacerbate that particular flaw. So really happy. It's like super user-friendly. And then similarly, I was impressed when I tried the Gimme Brow again because I had forgotten how easy to work with this product is. It is like you really can't overdo or mess it up with this brow gel, and this one is a lot more subtle than the Glossier Brow Gel. It is really best suited, in my opinion, for literally no makeup days. Like, I'm talking no makeup. But it does make a difference for me because I have always been someone who, because my brows are kind of light, I feel like since I started filling in my brows, I really see that my brows being done up is something that like really, it's like the lowest effort for a lot of improvement on my face. So I've since really been enjoying this brow product because I can, if I just have like literally no makeup on and just my brows filled in, it can look a little bit done up, but this one does not. So if you're looking for something that'll hold your brows, if you're looking for something that'll like add a lot of volume, it's not going to do that, but it is going to be really easy to work with. If you're, say, someone who's blonde who just wants to tint your brows, this would be great too. I think if you're someone with like quite bushy brows already, this wouldn't make a difference on you at all, but as someone with not very bushy brows, I think this adds like, just, this to me is like similar in effect to a skin tint. It's like a brow tint. Like similarly easy to work with, and I really do enjoy having this in my collection now, and I reach for it quite often given like, you know, it's like pandemic days and I don't go out or do a full face very often at all. So I like having it around. If I would to only have one brow gel though, definitely it would be the Glossier. So that was kind of a brief description. I hope that the B-roll included helps out with my explanation a little bit more. But yeah, as far as brow gels go, I'm really happy with these two in my collection. They fill different purposes and they both are really easy to work with for me, which is something that I feel strongly about with brow products because it's just something that I feel like it doesn't bring me much joy to do. I don't find my brows very fun to fill in, but I feel like it makes a huge difference on my face, so I like have to do it really often. So having products that are like no-brainers, easy to work with in my brow routine is really appreciated for me. Hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching as always.